Baku.
Bakeru. Bakeru. We are from MyGamer.com. That's Gilman at the helm, as always, playing. I'm known as Squall Snake on the website. You can check me out, MyGamer.com, SquallSnake.com, and on Twitter at ZachGaz, Z-A-C-K-G-A-Z. And at the time of the stream, this game is not available yet, but we are allowed to stream it because Spike gave us permission. So this game actually comes out next week.
If you're watching this on YouTube, it's still not out.
You're right. It's
until
still
the 3rd of September.
Until the 3rd of September. So we're playing this, about a week early, and we feel special about it. And there is a free demo. So if you go to Switch and if you type in Bakeru, you can play a free demo. I personally have downloaded it, but I have not had time to play it yet. But it's been on my list of things to do.
Yep. Yeah. So I've been playing it a bit. I enjoy it. I have to say though, recently, everyone used to just be like, "Oh, the Switch is really showing its age." And I'm like, "Yeah, what would people try to push it too far?" This is the first time that I've played a game that I was like, "Yeah, the Switch is showing its age." This does not always have a stable frame rate, and it's the second game I've reviewed in a row for the Switch that kind of doesn't have a stable frame rate.
Yeah, that's usually the story. Now, granted, this game, from what I understand, is only on Switch. Maybe it's on PC, but it's not on Xbox. It's not
only on Switch. But it makes sense because this is like a super hardcore fan project. I mean, it's done by the people who originally did Goemon.
This looks very Goemon-ish.
It's sort of like we also got the Suikoden successor this year.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, we streamed. We streamed, yeah.
I love it. Yeah, and I was a fan of Goemon 64 when it came out, and obviously after Mario 64, but that was the really kind of first game after Mario 64 that was like the big open world 3D platforming game, and I think it did a good job, and maybe that game doesn't get enough credit. So that was actually my first Goemon game. And there's been several. There's a Mystical Ninja game on Super Nintendo. There was a Game Boy port. There's even a sequel on Nintendo 64 that was a 4-player side-scrolling action platformer versus an open-world 3D platformer.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. Goemon, not Great Adventure, something else. But yeah, that's exactly what people were like. Wait, there was another Goemon on N64. It's like, yeah, and it came out late.
The N64 had a lot of stuff kind of like that, though.
I think this is interesting that here's like a top-down segment, it's kind of changing perspectives. You were just in like a 3D kind of, behind the and then now here we go back to like a platformy.
Oh yeah, and there's like a fucking small Mario Kart section earlier. Super Nintendo, not so much.
Yeah.
It always had it would change kind of genres midway through. And it would be like, okay, now you're fighting a giant robot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's these huge mech battles for kind of like no reason.
Because they're awesome?
Yeah, and I think this game has some too, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't played it, but I've seen some of the screenshots. And trailers of
it. They're fine.
Yeah.
Which one is saltier, the Pacific or the Atlantic? Turns out the Atlantic Ocean contains more salt because the climate and topography.
That's strange to get trivia questions inside of the game.
Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff too. I learned about green tea.
That's so weird. Why? I must have missed. Why was there a trivia question about the ocean?
That's just what those guys do. That's just what they do.
Okay.
You're already overthinking it.
Oh, and you could buy stuff with your coins.
Yeah. I'm trying to save up for this guy. Extra hard.
Yeah, that's always big.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I'll go through long sections of this game where the enemies won't hit me, and then all of a sudden they're just connecting left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always, like, really just weird. I hate this shit.
What is that? I'm guessing that's like the D-pad. Like if you hit left, what is that? Like a super ability or something?
Oh, that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it probably distracted you from fighting
fine.
that. From fighting your drum.
No. So that normally you would use the D-pad to activate it. That's like a full revive, an auto revive that I have.
Oh, okay.
And it's not that expensive.
Oh, okay. So those are just, one-tap items.
Yes.
One-use item. Okay.
And there are like healing items that you can get, but right now I'm saving up.
Yeah, the heart container.
Yeah, the heart container. So not so much.
So you got to jump, you got to dash, and you got a standard attack, or is it like a light attack and a heavy attack?
Yes. So you have the drumsticks, those Japanese drumsticks. And that's what you attack with. So the L1 and R1. Fuck you! Your left and your right attack, basically.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And then if you hold them down together, you get this, that, which does a slam attack, and then, if you hold down the left one, he does a spin attack.
Okay. Yeah, you just bypass it.
Hate those guys. Oh my god!
You kind of jump straight, yeah. We'll get there.
And the penalty for death is you lose 100 coins, which isn't terrible, but like when you're trying to fucking save up for something.
Yeah. I guess, would you rather lose 100 coins or one heart and potentially get a game over, Pick your poison. So I guess this is just, makes you survive longer, but...
Just taking it slowly at this point.
You gotta be careful. There we go.
I'm not great with analog sticks going straight.
Well, at the same time, the camera slightly moves, and it's kind of like panned out, so there's one little movement.
And I can't control it. Like if it was behind me, it would...
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't. I'm sure I'm supposed to be using my superpowered transformation, but I'm not. So.
What's the story in this game? What are you trying to like save somebody or something? Or
yeah, there's like an evil festival going on. And this little dude showed up at your raccoon village. Because you're a shape-shifting raccoon, as all Japanese raccoons are. Ships had 2 steering wheels with a bridge between them. The wheelhouse of the ship is still called Bridge.
Okay. You're getting some sea travel trivia even in this game,
all
too.
of it, you just get trivia.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue, it's actually kind of fun.
One game that, to go off topic for just a second, I beat the first Bakeru game on Game Boy Advance, which was the guy who made Metal Gear made Bakeru, which is the game that used the solar sensor, And in that game, you literally have to solve math problems. Like, you have to push boxes. Like, a box would be like 5 times 5 equals, and you gotta like put the right, or it'll just be 25. And you gotta like move the 5 times 5. And I was like, and you gotta do it like every dungeon. There's like why is there a math problem? It's so weird. Like you could do anything and you put math problems in the game. So getting weird trivia in a Japanese, kind of 3D action platformer seems weird, but I don't hate it.
College who bought blacklight to play that game.
Yeah, you could do that too. That's the way.
Just so you didn't have to
go outside. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was playing it outside, Bakeru, and then you quickly realize like there's like bees and bugs and sunburn and like all
There's
sorts
a
of
reason
stuff.
we don't go outside.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I get it, but man, and then so like you don't have enough solar power, and you're trying to play in my Game Boy player at night, and trying to use like the solar powered seeds that you can buy. That's just not nearly enough.
I mean, I respect them for trying to do something
Yeah.
different.
Oh, absolutely. I think
But
it's super
you know,
cool.
they released a sequel to that game
There's a sequel that came out here in America
on
and
DS.
Well, there was Boktai 2 on GBA. Then there was Boktai 3 that was only released in Japan, also used a solar sensor. And then there was Lunar Nights on DS. And what's crazy about Lunar Nights, that one, it's a game I don't think like really anybody plays or even knows existed.
I beat it. I own
You
it.
can play that game. I own a cartridge only. I don't have a completed box. But what's cool about that game is, you can just play it normally, or what you can do is you can insert Boktai 1 through 3 into DS's GBA slot, and you can play it where the solar sensor still connects through to the game. So like that, it's a crazy, like I don't think anybody's like knows about that, but it's like a super cool
Plastic
feature.
bottles in Japan will have one of two top colors: white for hot drinks, clear for room temperature drinks.
I did not know that. Interesting. See, you're still learning stuff.
Every day, man.
I guess you missed one.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Now I see.
I stopped caring pretty quickly about those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like there's a lot of crap to collect. You know, like you got to kind of search every nook and cranny, break every box.
Well, yeah. So there's money, which okay, that's fine. There's collectibles. Every level has 3 collectibles. And I think what it's supposed to be is like what that region of Japan is known for.
Oh.
So like the first one you get, like every region has its own pennant.
What's the looks like in the upper right corner, it looks like your service indicator, like on your phone. Like you got
So
3
that
bars.
is, you'll see that there are. I'll show you. This guy. These. There are 5 of them that you have to break through. And that's tracking.
Oh, okay.
That's all that is.
Seems like an interesting level too. Here's this like crazy factory.
They've all been really different and really interesting.
Yeah.
I was at the beach at one point, the racetrack, I went in a giant city, the mountains. Yeah, just been...
You got a souvenir.
Yeah. Fuck is region in Japan if they're like, what are they known for? Packages.
Shipping.
Yeah. It's probably supposed to be like I'm on the internet or something. So.
Outsourcing random packages.
Or it's just free.
Or just free. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in Japan, they pretty much use the sea for
Yeah, everything.
yeah, absolutely everything. Where am I going?
Yeah, is there any kind of like a radar or something, like or the objective? Or you just try to find the exit somewhere.
Yeah, it's so the levels they're not exactly linear, but it's pretty close to a straight line.
Yeah.
If you just keep moving forward, you tend to get to the exit.
You kind of have like Mario-style jumps too, where you can do like that, like spinning, like that over the top, kind of like a kicking jump, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. That's
one
probably
more trivia guy, and they normally like to hang out around here.
Maybe inside the thing, or on top.
I'm quickly stopping caring. Yep. All the effort I care about is money. So that's the level.
Oh, and then you beat the level where you use your drumsticks to beat the thing.
It's all about like Japanese festivals.
Yeah. Let's see how we did. Are those like poo globs? Like what?
Dude, it's Japan.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be.
The trivia guys hide under poo hats.
You gotta have. It wouldn't be the poo emoji. It wouldn't be a Japanese game if there was no poo emojis involved at some point.
Yeah, readily through the game. I gotta do another one. All right. No. Oh, they're not gonna talk between the levels. All right, sir. So that's
Bakeru.
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 I think it's Bakeru. I'm just gonna call it Bakeru,
but I kind of
like incorrect.
I kind of like it more as Bakeru actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like a pretty awesome game, to be honest with you. Like, I think there's quite a few like 3D platformers out there that really try to mimic, Mario. That's obviously like the staple and high mark for most 3D platformers out there. But to get a smaller development team to create a Goemon-ish type game,
and it's people created the first Goemon, Goemon series too.
Yeah, so I think this is like a 3D platformer kind of like done right, and it looks fun, and it's super colorful, and it's got tons of charm, and I like the Japanese aesthetic, so I'm kind of kicking myself for playing the demo yet, so I'm definitely going to have to do this. Playing this, the stream is wanting me to play the demo even more, so.
That means it served its purpose.
That means it serves its purpose. So anyway, you can follow us at MyGamer.com. Go there, put us in your favorites. We are covering games that nobody else is covering, kind of like Bakeru, even pre-release at the time of this stream. You can follow me on Twitter at ZackGaz, ZackGaz. Until next time, thank you for watching.